My mother really wanted a girly girl जिसको वो सजा के रखे, and I used to come in like fully covered in mud like a Surf Excel ad.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it can be beneficial for your growth, but it can be to make you feel inferior so that they can play God and be like, I will take care of you and I will fix your career.
ऐसा हुआ है आपके साथ?
अगर मेरे को ये अपनी craft के ऊपर हर चीज के ऊपर बता दिया गया है and I'm feeling this space where I don't know whether I'll able to crack it or not, I make sure I do that project. I've been so conscious about how I'm sitting and where I'm walking at what time that coming in a city like Bombay just felt liberating. Just meeting these different women.
Yeah.
Even Nimrat ma'am in
she's lovely.
There. Yeah, and Tabu ma'am or Coco ma'am.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. Today I am in conversation with a woman who has chosen a very unconventional career path, and so beautifully so, she has made her way in the industry. Joining me in a conversation is none other than Radhika Madan. So nice to have you.
Thank you for such a nice introduction.
No, I have to say, because आपका जो career path रहा है has not been of the typical heroine that we have seen all these years, and it's been beautiful because you've been so authentic to your characters.
Correct.
I want to start off by asking you that when we think of Radhika and when we talk to you or when I've seen your interviews, you're very vocal about your opinions. You're very bubbly and this fun-loving girl.
You need to understand what is heroic for you. For some people, just doing the job that they love can be heroic, or helping somebody can be heroic.
Yeah.
So for me, just getting to live different lives is kind of heroic. So I just try to do that, and I don't believe in the conventional idea of anything, any heroine or hero for that matter.
Growing up, what was your childhood like? I know you have a sibling, and did you see any difference in the way a certain relative treated you or your brother? Did you see any sexism that happened around you growing up?
Like, I never faced that with my family.
Right.
It did used to agitate me when I used to step out in the real world. Even when I came into the industry, there was this particular notion of how a heroine is supposed to behave in front of, say, producers or directors or co-actors.
Yeah.
But I think times are changing now. I don't see it like quite often now.
Yeah.
So we've definitely come ahead. And in terms of my childhood, I was always the odd one out, and I always used to question every notion that I used to hear.
Why were you the odd one?
Because I grew up with 5 brothers. I was never like girly girl. I loved playing cricket and football and tire puncture कर देती थी मैं and all of that. My mother really wanted a girly girl जिसको वो सजा के रखे, and I used to come in like fully covered in mud like a Surf Excel ad.
Oh my god.
So yeah, poor mom. She never got the girly girl, but she never made me feel odd about it. She loved me and she just wanted to nourish my individual personality.
Right.
And just believe in my crazy dreams and help me fly.
Was it difficult to explain mom and dad कि entertainment करना है, ये industry में आना है, मुंबई जाना है? Because it's a big decision, especially for a family staying in Delhi. When you have no one from the industry in the family, कुछ background नहीं होता, पता नहीं होता कैसी दुनिया है, कैसे लोग हैं. Was that always a worry?
I am from Delhi, and we all are from Delhi, and we never knew anybody in Bombay, not even relatives.
Okay.
So जो magazines में हम पढ़ते थे, हमें वही knowledge है. So my mom was really scared कि casting couch and women are treated in a certain way and you shouldn't. But there was just this gut that was screaming that I need to be in Bombay, and it was love at first sight when I entered Bombay.
Yeah. Like you said, casting couch, did you actually end up facing any of the things जिससे mom, dad या माँ बाप usually डरे हुए रहते हैं?
I think as women, we gauge the vibe really quickly.
Sixth sense.
Sixth sense.
We have it. Yeah.
We have it.
Yeah.
It's the way somebody says hello, walks with us, offers us a glass of water.
True.
It's It's just there in us.
I agree.
So I think I always trusted my gut a lot. And I never went for auditions or meetings where my heart said that something is fishy. If a meeting or an audition used to happen post 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. and I used to get a very weird vibe from that person, I used to say no.
Did that happen?
Yeah. But I have never experienced casting couch or anything like that, by God's grace.
Yeah. No, that's touchwood that you haven't. Again, I know you've spoken about कि जब मैं TV में थी और जब मैं films में गई, we've seen so many people have the biggest of struggles when they've gone through that, because there is a certain, till now मैं journalism की side से भी बोल रहा हूँ, एक difference दिखता है the way people treat you when you're going for a TV interview versus when you're doing a film interview. How difficult was that? And I know the story of how a director once told you in films that you're acting well, but I don't find you pretty enough.
Correct.
It can really question your self-worth at that point of time, and to reach to self-love, it takes a while, because किसी को vulnerable करने के लिए you target their insecurities.
Correct.
Did that happen to you?
Oh, of course. At many points in my career, even after Angrezi or Pataka, I think till now you get to deal with who you are and your self-worth every single day.
Yeah.
But that's the best thing. In order to survive in a city like Mumbai, it will make you question everything about your life. And that's the best part. It just makes you stronger or more aware, or see the world with a different perspective. People see in you what they see in themselves. So if they are insecure, they will always try to insinuate insecurity in you. So you need to understand what's happening and how much truth lies in that sentence. It can be beneficial for your growth, but it can be to make you feel inferior so that they can play God and be like, I will take care of you and I will fix your career.
ऐसा हुआ है आपके साथ?
I think सबके साथ ही होता है यहाँ पे. आपके साथ भी हुआ होगा. आपके साथ भी हुआ होगा. People love playing God.
Can you gauge up that when a person is trying to insinuate that inferiority in you, and when the person's actually worried about you and wants good for you?
You feel it. You get to know about it. When I was really young, I didn't used to understand the difference, but I can say that now I can see through it.
Yeah.
I can see through what it does to, like, how beneficial is that, and who is saying it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they say to break your price.
Yeah.
You never know. Sometimes they're like,
yeah.
But तुम्हारी box office पे क्या चली थी बताइए. So you never know what the intention behind is, but I always listen to my directors. They do not have any ulterior motives or anything like that. So if they tell me that, hey, I think you're going wrong, I really listen to them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get the best out of you.
Yeah. Even if I'm not working with them, like people like Homi or Sudhanshu or Vasan sir or Vishal ji, they are my go-tos, and I keep checking with them whether they feel that I am doing right or not.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
You spoke about romantic relationships. Have you been lucky in love and dated like green flags? Like,
Definitely. I've been like extremely lucky. Touch wood. With my romantic relationships. I've always had long-term relationships and so, lucky in love.
So it's never been like you've encountered a red flag, and probably that, because for the longest time whenever I speak to women, personally also, it's always when you speak or you experience that relationship with a man who probably isn't shaping you in the best way, and then when you're out of it, you get shaped in the best way possible, and then it helps you in your future.
Correct. So I never reached that point of dating because I get to know the person beforehand. I'm a very curious person, so I will ask you like 200 questions and I try to gauge what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And as you said, that we women have a sixth sense and we know what is actually right for us and what is actually not right for us.
Yeah.
One thing that I recently realized was that when we are feeling guilty or subconsciously we feel that, hey, we don't deserve this, we seek people who are like that, who treat us badly.
Yeah.
So if our self-worth is low, we attract people and we meet people who will reiterate that, who will validate that for us.
You know, coming to your the kind of choices you've made, right?
Correct.
From a pataka to a Angrezi medium to Kache Limbu to even Sajni Shinde. I think these are such nice stories, really different paths. Even a Shiddat you're doing at the same time. What goes on in your head before taking it? You know, for example, pataka, again, it's not the most feminine role. Even when you're doing Kache Limbu or Angrezi medium, you're okay to experiment with your age also on screen. What makes you feel secured exactly as an actor कि मैं ये भी कर सकती हूँ, ये भी कर सकती हूँ, and the audience will accept me, the audience will like me, because it's important for a female actress today to also show her glam side and to also be de-glam. It's a difficult balance to strike.
I think it always boils down to the fact, to the question that I always ask myself, that why do I want to act? And the answer that always comes is that I want to live different lives. I get bored with one life. I get bored with Radhika's life, so I don't want to live Radhika's life.
Yeah.
I'm living it, but in parts. Yeah. The more different the character, the better it is for me, the more intrigued I am. It needs to scare the hell out of me. I should feel like I don't have it in me. I'll never be able to do this job. And then I'll make sure that I sign that project.
अच्छा तब भी आप कर लेते हो?
मैं कर लेती हूँ. अगर मैं डर गई हूँ, अगर मेरे को ये अपनी क्राफ्ट के ऊपर, हर चीज के ऊपर बता दिया गया है, and I'm feeling this space where I don't know whether I'll able to crack it or not, I make sure I do that project. So I chase things which really scare me, because in my debut film Pataka, the way I looked, Sana and I gained 12 kgs, 12 to 14 kgs. We played from the age of 17 to 32 with a kid in my debut film.
Yeah.
And right after that, I had Angrezi.
Yes.
Where I was playing a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get into that mindset. Then I got bored with playing such characters, and I did Kutte or Sajni Shinde or a Shiddat.
Yeah.
Shiddat, where I just want to dance.
Yeah.
And I just want to
so much.
cry and feel that love, that passion.
Yeah.
So it's always about what I'm feeling at that particular time. But I don't like playing the same character twice. I can't. जब मैं पटाखा कर रही थी, मुझे सारे गांव के रोल ऑफर हो रहे थे. जब मैं अंग्रेजी कर रही थी, तो मुझे सारे बच्चों वाले रोल्स ऑफर हो रहे थे. So it's always, it comes to that. So it's also you saying no to things.
It's very difficult. और प्लस जब रिश्ते होते हैं इंडस्ट्री में तो और ही ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है.
मैं तो सीधा बोल देती हूँ कि मेरे को अलग जिंदगी जीनी है, आप कोई और. मतलब I'm very honest. I'm brutally honest. I don't know how to sugarcoat.
पर ये उल्टा पड़ा है कभी?
Not really. I've realized that people really appreciate honesty. I'm not disrespectful. I truly understand where they're coming from. I'm extremely grateful for whatever they offer it to me, whatever role they offer. And I tell them where I am coming from. So if I'm honest enough, they do understand it. But if I'm lagawing chuna, they understand that. If I say that, oh, dates are not there, I'm busy with this, then of course they understand. I tell them that what I didn't, even if I'm not doing a film, I make notes of what all didn't work for me personally. And I give them a detailed feedback so that we can have a good conversation. They can tell me, oh, this is fixable, this is not. And then I say no. It's never, I've never taken it nonchalantly.
So that no also has a justification in a way.
Definitely. It's never that, oh, dates नहीं है मेरे.
नहीं हो पाएगा.
नहीं, ऐसे नहीं है. मतलब मैं कोशिश करती हूँ.
No, but that's lovely. It's great to be honest, and it's good to see that people are also receiving that honesty with, you know, nothing in their heart, and understand that it's a professional boundary in a way.
I hope so, yeah.
You know, I heard you say in one of the interviews that I'm coming from Delhi, is where I'm grown up, it's literally home, but at the same time when I came to Mumbai, I felt safer. Did you go through a lot as a woman growing up in Delhi? Because whenever I meet someone from Delhi, they're like, I feel so safe. हम लोग Uber में 2 बजे घूमते हैं, या फिर it's a big deal, because it's like they were alien to this fact. They didn't know that ऐसा भी हो सकता है. And at the same time, I remember watching one of your house tours in Delhi, and you've got a beautiful house over there. But still, you felt the need to kind of get financially independent at certain time after, even though you're coming from a privileged family. How important is financial independence for you today, and even back then, when you didn't know कि कल काम मिलेगा या नहीं?
So I grew up in Pitampura. The house that you're seeing is our dream house in Gurgaon, which I never got to live in. because I'd come to Bombay by that time.
Yeah.
The values that were instilled in our family were quite humble, and we never got to know that how much money we had. I always slept on a single bed with my brother, and we were just happy. I feel that my parents try to infuse the right values where hard work is appreciated, or respect, or inclusivity, and all of those values were, like insinuated on us. So being financially independent came very naturally to me.
Right.
Okay, now I am of a certain age. I'm living in a city like Bombay.
Yeah.
I need to grow up and not be कि अरे पापा कर देंगे, अरे भाई कर देगा, ऐसे नहीं होता है. क्योंकि भाई का अपना चल रहा है, पापा का अपना चल रहा है. मेरे लिए बहुत important है, and this was a value that was instilled by my mother.
Wow.
While I was growing up. She told me that it's very, very important for you to make your own money. So I think that was instilled in me since a very young age, and that is what I did. That is what I did, and then I've been financially independent since the past 8-9 years now, and I've bought a home in Bombay by God's grace, and I feel good about it. I feel confident, empowered.
Yeah.
But more than the money, I feel confident and empowered because of my values as well. I don't think that you can respect people basis on how much money they have.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
No, 100%. That's
for sure. I think the most empowering person in my house is my house help. She's been taking care of her daughter since so many years. She makes sure that she goes to a great school. She works so hard, and her story is inspiring, and she is empowering. So I don't believe, I think the way you think makes you an influential and empowered person, rather than how much money is in a bank account. I couldn't step out alone in Delhi. Like, I couldn't go out. I always had to be with a friend. There, I experienced a lot of eve teasing. So yeah, but when I came to Bombay, मैंने बोला था मैंने Marine Drive नहीं देखी थी. तो मेरे friend ने बोला चल पैकअप के बाद चलते हैं, and we were on a 12 to 12 shift. So we were getting free at 12 a.m. and he was like 2 घंटे दूर था. नहीं चलते हैं, मैंने बोला 2 बजे Marine Drive, पागल तो नहीं है तू? And I went there, and it was still like really lively, and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. If I was sitting there just enjoying the sea, getting boozed, or वो अम्बियाँ जो मिलती हैं, nothing. They didn't care, and I was like, they're not looking at me, and I'm not feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And he was surprised. He was from Bombay, so he was like, why do you have to feel uncomfortable? Like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
I was like, my whole life, I've been so conscious about how I'm sitting and where I'm walking at what time, that coming in a city like Bombay just felt liberating. I just felt that I could be myself. Like, they are in their own world. They all are chasing a particular thing.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that is what I felt. That was my first experience of Bombay.
I have to even speak about how, for the longest time in the industry, they would say like actresses couldn't be friends and stuff like that. But here you are. We've seen you and your friendship with Jasleen and Sara. So lovely, and you guys taking trips also. That it kind of is breaking the notion, because we're seeing now actresses be friends, and even before it was more like बाहर से दिखता था कि ऐसा हो रहा है.
Correct.
But tell me, what are the kind of conversation? How organically has this trio happened, and when did it get built?
I would say that Sanya as well is my family here.
Wow.
I connected with her during Patakha, and then I met Jasleen, and Sara and I met on a debutante round table, where she had come for Kedarnath and I had come for Patakha, and we immediately clicked. I think maybe it was the energy or whatever, but so we don't speak every day, but whenever we speak, we always start from where we had left. She is very spiritual, very sensitive. People always see the bubbly, active, hyperactive Sara, but there's a really soft and sensitive person behind that, which I adore.
Yeah.
And I think that is where we connected. And it's been such a joy just meeting these different women.
Yeah.
Even Nimrat ma'am in
she's lovely.
Yeah. And Tabu ma'am or Coco ma'am.
Yeah.
Dimple ma'am, oh my god, she is my favorite.
Yeah.
So just to connect with these lovely women and hear their stories, it just inspires me in every way, because every struggle has been different. Every person has overcome something or the other in their lives. And I think that is beautiful. It's high time we offer that support to one another and just lift each other up and flourish.
No, absolutely. And from your, where do you see your career graph or life going? And what are your expectations with everything that you have set for yourself? I
think I've stopped making plans now, because life has happened, like it always happens to me when I'm busy making my plans. It has never worked out.
कुछ और ही होता है.
कुछ और ही होता है. So now I've reached a place where I'm like, देखते हैं. I'll always try to follow the philosophy of living different lives.
Yeah.
But I feel like doing a really commercial film now. Like I've said this before as well in some interview. Like I have Govinda in me, मेरी नस में है, कोई देख नहीं रहा है. So I really wanna show that to the world. Yeah, I wanna dance. And
more of Shiddat.
I wanna play a very light character, a really nice, entertaining, funny character.
Yeah.
And not a serious character.
Yeah.
क्या होता है कि अब मैं real life में fun करती हूँ तो I try to choose characters which are different from Radhika.
Right.
But अब मुझे थोड़ा तो
you want to play Radhika.
Radhika नहीं, but I think I have this other part which is extremely commercial.
Yeah.
Which nobody has tapped into yet.
Yeah.
And everybody has given me the respect for whatever films I've given. So I've been given the accolades for it.
Yeah.
And the kind of respect for it. But they feel, oh, serious cinema. Bye. But they don't understand that I grew up on hero number one, BV number one, andaz apna. And it's I remember all the dialogues.
Yeah.
So I think I need to honor that part of me as well. So yeah, I think a good commercial film.
I think coming your way super soon, hopefully. And I think the craziness in you is exactly why I think Sanya is also the same. Like she's this bubbly, fun person. Even Sarah, Jasleen, I don't know very personally, but the three of y'all, I see that connect. I see कि कहाँ पे connect कर रहे होगे. मतलब तीनों पागल. Like in a cute, funny way.
Yeah, for sure.
But this was so lovely chatting with you.
Wish
you a very, very happy Women's Day.
To you too. To you too. Thank you so much. Hi, this is Radhika Madan. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.